Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, welcome back to more Hearthstone, another week of the Tavern Brawl, and this week, Lunar Blessings again, celebrate the Lunar New Year. Choose a class and get a skilled deck, choose an animal to receive its blessing and power. So let's go ahead and jump on in. We're going to pick Demon Hunter if we can. I'm guessing we probably could. I guess once things load. Cool, thank you, appreciate it. Got 2 quests with Demon Hunter, and of course, classic, gotta get Demon Hunter to level 60. All reasons to play Demon Hunter this Tavern Brawl, for me at least. We last saw this, I guess, pretty much a year ago, week 242. Math roughly checks out. Because it's Lunar New Year. I think Friday is the Lunar New Year. Tomorrow is like Lunar New Year's Eve. So, anyways, cool stuff. Mage, Demon Hunter, N'Zoth, probably not that helpful. I don't remember what all the Zodiac powers and stuff do, but I'm sure we will get to see what's up shortly. Here's after my opponent picks a thing. So, we get to pick between 3 of 12 each match. We get to pick 1, I believe. Total, it's not like multiple things. Blessing of the Horse, spells cost 1 less. Cool, that makes sense for Mage, I guess. Alright, cute. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, what do I have? Pig, whenever you summon a minion, add a coin to your hand. Rat, whenever you summon a minion that costs 3 or less, give it Reborn. And then Rabbit, whenever you summon a minion that costs 3 or less, give it Rush. I mean, I have a lot of minions. I guess coin can be okay. I don't know what I want. I guess I'm gonna go with the piggy. Piggy. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and hit first. Rabbit, I think the rush thing kind of makes sense. It's supposed to be fast. The rats with the reborn. I don't know, is that just because rats seem to be like an infestation type creature and there's always around? The pig giving a coin makes sense from a cultural standpoint, I think. There's like a thing in Chinese culture, not that I fully understand it, but there's a thing in, and not to say that Lunar New Year is a Chinese thing, but at least in Chinese culture, there's a thing where I think pig's feet, you're supposed to eat it on New Year's because it means you're going to get a lot of money, because pigs, I don't know, I guess they're greedy and they grab a lot of money with their hands. I don't know why that's the case, but that's my understanding. And get Rush Boys. This coin thing might be an issue, but we'll see. We'll see. They got the Taunt, Corrupt, gain 1/1 and Lifesteal. I kind of want to get that going, so maybe next turn will be a coin, maybe a double coin. Reorder your deck from the highest cost to the lowest cost. Oof. That's cheeky. The Gurabashi and the Insatiable Fellhound, that's fine. I guess I could get this guy out, but I want to save that for the effect. I guess I could go like this. I get a coin. That gets thinged. I might as well do this to hero power to get some stuff out of hand. I kind of want to save that, so I think I'm going to take the damage and just leave this a little bit healthier. That was surprisingly the right order. To get the health benefit. That was a surprising play for me, I think. The correct order, at least. But leave this guy a little bit healthier. What is this? Cost 1 less whenever a friendly minion dies. Alright. So now I can throw this chum out. I did mill 2. Gurabashi and what was the other one? A lot of hero power stuff on this thing. So that was fortunate the way I did it, the way I played it out. Go ahead and do this. Unfortunately, my chum here is going to die next turn. But I guess that's okay-ish. Do I just double coin this chum out? Is there a way I can buff it at some point? I don't think so. Hopefully, no more draws for me by my opponent. But we'll see what's up. I think I'm gonna, while I'm chatting over here, I'm gonna pull up the list of whatever it's called. the effects from the Zodiac animal things. And we'll go over that at the end. I'll read it off, even though you can look it up yourself. That's a bit of a bummer, but that's fine. Yeah, the double, or not the double, but the getting a card off of it is not, well, it's kind of scary. Well, not scary really, but it's just, you don't know, right? But 4 mana to deal 2 damage, basically deal 4 damage to get a new card. Is that worth? Maybe, I guess, but we'll see. Anyways, a Demon Companion. I don't know if I need those right now. I don't really need that. Do I coin this out? I guess I coin it out. I kind of want to do this, because I can start getting big stuff with all the coins and jazz, but I don't know. Am I holding out? Do I really want to hold out for this? I don't know if I really want to hold out for trying to buff that. Do I want to just play it out? Maybe I just sit. I could have coined that out too. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have committed more to the board. My opponent did just use some AoE. What are the chances that they have some more? Probably pretty good. My opponent, I'm sure, is quite skilled. So, I don't know. I probably should be committing more. Okay. Although it was nice that I didn't commit this last turn, right? Because then would have gotten 3 more, or 2 more cards, but, you know. Okay, that's cheeky. That is really cheeky. I should have coined this out then last turn. And this is going to deal... That's fine. This is going to deal 10 to random enemies. Alright. My hero power does 2 extra damage. Which doesn't really do anything, I don't believe. Let's see. Whenever you draw a beast, give it 2/2. Do I play with the counterspell? Not counterspell. Alright. Let's throw this chum out there. Maybe I should have... well... Maybe I should have attacked first, but whatevers. Okay, that's reasonable. Bump. Do I just commit this chum out there? I think I might just commit that chum. I would have a bunch of coins. So, maybe I just play that. And then we'll go ahead and attack. I'm also going to deal 10 randomly split next turn. So my opponent really needs to do something here. Because even if they can clear my board, I'm going to be dealing 10 damage randomly split. And I have some burst in hand that my opponent obviously does not know about, or at least shouldn't know about. And I have burst here too, so I have a lot of burst. So my opponent really needs to get some minions and some clear out. Minions to basically help soak this. Obviously this can't attack next turn, but I mean the way it's sitting right now, I have lethal on board. If my opponent doesn't play a minion. Alright, so it goes here. Do they have 1 more damage? Because as of right now, this is 15. I still have lethal. Hero power. Now with 3 mana is kind of scary. Okay, well, that's just lethal then, unfortunately, from my opponent. But it works for me. Works for me. Unless I just misread this, but I think I'm good. Oh, hey, there's our friend Azoth. Well, yeah. We should probably end on a full hand, because for some reason I just had too many cards in hand. Not some reason, it's because of all these coins. Alright, solid. Hot dog. I don't know why I said that. But anyways, let's go ahead and read off what we have here. Alright, so we have Blessing of the Rat. Whenever you summon a minion that costs 3 or less, give it reborn. We've seen that before, or we've seen that this round. Blessing of the Ox. Whenever you summon a minion, give it 3 health. Okay, sure. So Ox, you know, stamina, endurance. I was thinking it's either going to be strength or not, or attack, but it's health. Oh, actually, Blessing of the Tiger. Whenever you summon this, or whenever you summon a minion, give it 1 attack. So that makes sense. You know, tigers, aggressive, nature, I guess. Blessing of the Rabbit we've seen, giving all 3 or less, or minions that cost 3 or less rush. Blessing of the Dragon. Whenever you cast a spell, add a random dragon to your hand. Blessing of the Snake. Whenever you summon a minion that costs 3 or less, give it stealth. Sure, I guess that's, snakes are sneaky, I guess, or slithery, and somehow that's associated with its stealth. Sure. Horse, we saw that my opponent had, spells cost 1 less. Blessing of the Sheep, at the start of your turn, restore 3 to a damaged friendly character. Okay. Blessing of the Monkey, end of your turn, transform a random friendly minion into one that costs more. I think monkeys are supposed to be like high energy and mischievous in a sense, so I guess transforming something is kind of mischievous. Rooster, whenever you use your hero power, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Blessing of the Dog, whenever you summon a minion, give it death rattle, summon a 1/1 Mastiff. I think that's just because the Mastiff dog card or whatever is kind of like, I don't know. And then Blessing of the Pig, we saw that. That's the one I had with the coin. I think some of these, like, I don't know all of the ins and outs of, like, the Zodiac, and, like, that, like, how it's supposed to affect your personality or whatever. Some of these things, I guess, kind of make sense, like Ox for health, Tiger for attack, Rabbit for rush, in terms of, like, the nature of the animal it represents. Dragon, just giving you a dragon is like, okay, yeah, sure, just had to make it fit. Snake, I guess, is kind of a stretch, but it kind of I guess I can kind of see it, right? It doesn't stand out to me as weird. The horse costing 1 less for spells, I'm not really sure where that comes from. The rat giving things reborn, I can kind of see where that comes from. The sheep healing, not sure where that comes from. The monkey, I can kind of see, if I, like I said, if, with the mischief thing, kind of a stretch. The rooster, not sure. The dog, The pig is cultural, and that's the only one that I know. But yeah, not sure where all of these, things came from, but some of them make sense to me. Some of them make sense to me from a cultural standpoint. Don't know if all of them have reference to culture or some sort of, like, I don't know, Zodiac lore, but yeah. I guess a fun thought experiment is how does this compare to, Jackie Chan Adventures with the talismans or whatever, right? I think sheep gave you levitation. Is that right? And that was weird. I think rooster gave you, like, eye beams. Like, laser eyes. One of them gave you, like, I don't think it was snake, but one of them gave you, like, invisibility. Rabbit made you fast. Ox, I think, made you strong. Dragon gave you, like, fireball hands or something like that. And a horse, I actually don't remember, but it's kind of interesting to think about. But that's enough of me yammering at the end of a video. So, my deck worked out pretty well with the coins. Very, very minion based, for me, so it worked out, in terms of playing a lot of minions, getting a lot of coins to play more minions faster, I guess, or stronger minions earlier, rather. My opponent did have a good amount of spells in the early game, but then kind of tapered off at the end. So I'm not sure if my opponent maybe just had, ran out of spells to use. But yeah, I don't know. All the extra draws and stuff for me kind of worked out in my favor. I did mill a few cards, but it gave me a lot of options in terms of playing out minions and stuff, and my opponent really just never had the opportunity to do anything with all the minions, or respond to all the minions that I had. Coin was probably the right choice for me. I don't think I had a lot of 3 or less minions that cost 3 or less mana, to benefit off of the Reborn or the Rush, and the Rush really wouldn't have done anything for me, to be honest, because my opponent didn't play me until the very end. Yeah, so I think ultimately that was the right choice for me. But, like I said, enough of my yammering, enough of the discussion, and the attempting to analyze, I guess, that match. So, that's it for this week's Tavern Brawl. So, until next time, thanks for watching.